Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa bihi nasta'in. Honorable scholars, noble guests, enthusiastic audience, and my beloved friends. I'm very glad to meet you in this auspicious occasion of 10th edition of Sufa Mahfil named as Bulldozer. And in this delightful moment, the topic I have to deal with you is not only timeless, but also of paramount importance in our ever-changing world. Topic is the message of peace, hopes and anxieties. Firstly, in a world marked by conflict, division and uncertainty, the message of peace remains a beacon of hope. It's a message that unites us in our common desire for a world free from violence and strife. The hopes associated with message of peace are profound. We hope for a world where nations resolve their differences to dialogue and diplomacy rather than through armed conflict. We hope for a world where the individuals can live their lives without constant fear of violence and war. We hope for a world where the basic human rights and dignity of every person are respected and protected. But alongside these hopes, we must acknowledge the anxieties that often accompany the pursuit of peace. We live in a world where the conflicts persist, where hatred and intolerance still exist, and where threat of violence looms large. In this present scenario, I can say achieving lasting peace is not easy. Maybe you know the woman Nargis Mohammadi, the woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize winner, and she is still in prison. Remember that? She is a Nobel Peace Prize winner in 2023. Then, what is the definition of peace? People can only have peace if they can live in their lands without any fear. But living fearlessly has become an impossible task, impossible things for us, for people. For example, you know the Israel-Palestine conflict. When we talk about the issue of Israel-Palestine, there are several misconceptions that often hear and is the cause of talk among many people. Many people have thought that this is a religious problem. But to be honest, we generally talk about the issue of Israel and Palestine. Connecting to the events, it's not a religious problem, but a problem related to nationality, resources, lands, and etc. The conflict that began centuries ago and still today continue also. My question is, how can people live in peace there peacefully? How can people sleep peacefully when they hear gunshots since independence 1948? The terrorist state of Israel has been brutally killing innocent people of Palestine, including little children. They didn't know why they are killed by the stupid wars and violence. They didn't know. They also like us. They can't sleep, they can't eat, they can't walk peacefully in there. Their cries for survival are fading in the face of shelling. We have seen the same things in Russian-Ukraine war also. Even there, the war leaves only rotting flesh of bunch of innocent people. And what about India? Then, what's happening in India? The new historians suggest that the message of peace in the world originates from India. But in there today, the peace is being eroded by communal conflicts and hate speech and apoliticism. This is why I say that achieving lasting peace is not easy. It requires concerted effort of individuals, communities, and nations. Anxiety arises from the uncertainty of whether we can truly overcome the obstacles to peace. It's a fact. And it arises from the knowledge that the road to peace is long and arduous, marked by setbacks and challenges. Yet, despite these anxieties, we must never lose sight of the power of the message of peace. It's a message that we can truly overcome the all. We must never lose sight of the power of the message of peace. It's a message that has brought about positive change throughout history. It has led to the end of wars, the dismantling of oppressive regimes, and the promotion of human rights. To strengthen the message of peace, we must promote the dialogue, understanding, and empathy. We must address the root causes of conflict, such as inequality, poverty, injustice, and like that. And the most important thing is we must educate the next generation about the importance of peace and tolerance. In conclusion, the message of peace holds both hopes and anxieties, but it's a message worth embracing and pursuing with unwavering determination. Let us strive for a world where the hopes associated with peace become a reality and the anxieties that plague us replaced by a lasting sense of security and harmony. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.